Starscape Chronicles Shorts, Number 2, 379 AC. Where's this week's join-up? The Legionnaire flipped open the faceplate of his helmet before replying in his natural voice. Down in the Stygian depths, SGN 719. The volunteer soldier looked up, searching his mind. You ever been down a rabbit hole that deep? No one ever has. Somebody cataloged it. The probe, an old one, rudimentary AI from the early Commonwealth. Ain't nobody follow up, go back, or check it out? The Legionnaire smiled. Do you have any idea how big the galaxy is? Nah, scratch that. How big a world is? I guess you're going to tell me, so go on. 5,000 years ago, the Legionnaire began, most people never left the village they were born in. The few that did rarely went more than a few hundred miles. 3,000 years ago, people could easily travel anywhere on the planet within a day. Year to year, most never went further than 100 miles from their city, not on any regular basis. Maybe every few years they'd go somewhere a quarter of the way around the world, maybe halfway, 2 or 3 times in their whole lives. 1,000 years ago, it was a rare man who left the surface of his planet. Even though most had rocket programs, gate travel, and contact with other inhabited worlds. Even at the beginning of the Commonwealth, trade and mining was about the only thing driving anyone who wasn't an ultra-wealthy tourist to travel between worlds. You about to make some kind of point, old man? Too many of the rebellion's volunteers had no respect or discipline. He shouldn't have asked. He didn't need to know. Yet, if you didn't humor them, they were apt to run off, and maybe take 2 or 3 more with them. The Legionnaire sighed, failing to feign patience. To this day, most people live and die without leaving their homeworld because, for most people, the things that need doing are down there. Those of us out here, we're out here for the things that need doing out here. What in the hells do you think is down in the Stygian stank hole that would make anyone, with the privilege of a spacecraft, want to go down there? I don't know, the volunteer admitted. That's what's interesting. We don't know. Somebody might want to go find out. You're not wrong, the Legionnaire admitted. Occasionally, someone decides to do just that. But do you know how many rabbit holes have hundreds of unexplored worlds down them? No. No one does. But the ones cataloged, hundreds of rabbit holes with tens of thousands of worlds between them. The Stygian depths weren't named randomly. Somebody looked at that probe catalog and then gave them that name. Popular with smugglers and pirates, full of bolt holes. But I don't know which worlds they're on. Sort of the point. Thanks again for tuning in to a Starscape Chronicles short. This has been read for you by Jeremiah D. McRoberts, the author and creator of the Starscape Chronicles.